Marsh fishing. Although it may be lacking in the excitement that you might find at the jetty,
Dude! Oh my god!
it more than makes up for that with beautiful scenery and an abundance of life. But beneath the surface of this peaceful nature scene lies a world of chaos, where a constant battle between life and death are always taking place. And in today's episode, we will be joining that fight as we embark on an adventure to conquer the marsh. Let's get after it. Our adventure began on Saturday, June 3rd, 2023. It being a weekend, we knew the launch would be crowded with prospecting fishermen, so we woke up bright and early at around 3 a.m. in order to load up our gear and get out there before any others had the chance. After a quick trip to Surfside, Texas, we were happy to see that only a few other earnest anglers had beat us to the launch. We unloaded our kayaks and set off for the marsh. Now let's go over our game plan for the day. Leaving the launch early in the morning, we plan to make our way to the bayou, loaded with oyster that provides great structure for small bait fish and crustaceans, as well as deep holes formed by quick-moving water. We expected it to be holding fish, so I intended on casting my topwater along the bayou in the early morning. After that, the goal was to move further into the back lake where the redfish roam. With the full moon above us, the tide was forecast to be strong and incoming, along with a gentle southwest wind. This would make for lots of water movement. As we approached the bayou, I was excited to see what the day had in store.
Oh my gosh, there's something trying to hit this. A little something. A mosquito's trying to hit me. Oh well, you missed it. Probably small little dinker, redfish, or trout. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's ignoring it completely. I mean, I literally saw that trout like explode out of the water. I would like to try and get them to bite, but I know how they could be on these full moons where they just only want to hit live. So we got a trout right here on this grass line, right in front of us. Hopefully the GoPro saw him blow up. Beautiful morning out here in the marsh. I mean, goodness gracious, you couldn't ask for prettier conditions. Look at that sun coming up. All right, come on, man. It's very hard to keep up with this rate of retrieve to work this thing because that tide is just coming in hard with that full moon. Oh, good cast, come on. Let's just work it. What would I be? I'm a designer trying to put my models down the runway in a good fashion. That's how I am with this top water. Work it, buddy, work it. Alright, this is our last cast. Looked like a small little fish anyways, and plus we got a boat coming to come through here on plane, so I'm gonna need to move. It is the weekend, we gotta share the water with the gang.
After spending some time casting at little tentative trout, I decided to pick up and move to a deeper hole where I was expecting some bigger fish to be waiting.
Oh my gosh, something's on it. Oh my gosh, big redfish. Had to be a redfish, right? If that's a trout, I mean, that'll be a nice one. Alright. Cool over here. Just had something blow up on it, of course. My damn dog was walking funny. There we go. Oh no. Just tighten that drag a little bit. Man, oh man. It's such an exciting freaking lure to use, dude. Perfect. Come on, something's gotta hit this, dude. Alright, this is gonna be the cast right here. Sitting up for this one. Booyah. Just don't catch a fish, I don't know what will. Well, I do. It's gonna be that little shrimp right there. Come on. Get it, get it. There we go. Is this a ladyfish? That's a wild freaking trout, y'all. Come here, buddy. Oh, thank you for stopping in. First keeper of the morning. Let's go, y'all. Hey, what'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? Now, y'all subscribe if you want to catch fish like that. Just kidding, but seriously, subscribe though, it helps. Hey, take it easy. I want to thank you, buddy. Thank you so much for hitting my line. Thank you for feeding me and my little cat. Beautiful topwater. Let's stop admiring this guy. Make sure, oh my lord, let's make sure he's legal. Surely he is, he looks like it. Now let's quickly put him out of his misery. Nice trout, nice trout. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. 16 and a half. Rest in peace. Look at this little guy. We got a bumblebee floating around us. I was wondering what that sound was. Guess he's just curious to check me out. Hopefully you don't sting me now. Don't sting me, please. I don't know what he smells on me. It's got him so intrigued. Cool little critter. One thing I've always wanted to do, but I've kind of got a small fear of bees. Got stung a lot as a kid. Is beekeeping, man. A lot of guys don't respect the bees, but helps with allergies and stuff. Like all natural honey, and imagine if you could keep your own dang bees. Well, you'd get really good honey. All right, y'all, awesome start to an incredible day of fishing already. I can tell it's an incredible day. Beautiful start as well. Just appreciate that beauty of the nature. It's not always as exciting as the jetties, but I'm telling you guys, man, if you can get yourself a cheap little kayak, I'm planning on doing a series called Pimp My Kayak soon. Keep an eye out for that, but man, get back here. There's so much the marsh has to offer, and on a day like today where I'm sure it might be tough pickings at the jetty, get out here and man, you can make it happen. You can make it happen if you're on time and whatever. Let's stop talking. I'm gonna chase down my pops. He's got the ice bag, and I tell you what, there's some big old brute redfish back there, tournament redfish. So the new plan, got our keeper. Let's go catch some redfish. Y'all stay tuned. There's another example of the chaos of nature right in front of us. Oh, he dropped his meal, and that guy took it, and the fight continues. Alright, well, I know I said I was gonna go run down my pops, but man, there's still more fish over here. I'm sure we can get another topwater bite. That sun's hiding behind some clouds, so hopefully these birds have been around the block a time or two and know that this isn't what they're looking for. Yeah, some older birds. The younger birds will attack your dang topwater. Everybody's got to learn their lesson. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have asked for a better cast. Well, Lord willing, the fish is gonna eat that. Come on. Hit it. Hit it. Alright, maybe I'm just being greedy. Got one good keeper. Probably a bunch of little guys left in there anyways. No sense in jacking them up with these treble hooks. Let's skirt on back to that marsh.
What an incredible start to the day, and this was just the beginning. While heading over to meet my pops in the back lake, I decided to get my redfish setup ready, outfitting her with my favorite paddle tail, the Hoagie swimming jack, and some Redfish Pro Cure. I'd be swimming that on a 1/8 ounce jig head, and shortly after dropping off the trout with my pops, we got on this.
Oh. Stop the motor. Oh no, he's still on, he's swimming at me. And that right there, get a load of that drag. That thing's tightened down. These are just some real nice redfish out here, y'all. Let's go ahead and clear ourselves of any obstructions. These fish are not dumb. They know to go under the boat. They know to try and dig into that rudder. We're not gonna let them do any of that, as I've learned my lesson the hard way. Hopefully, you guys can watch this and just know better. Oh my gosh, he looks so pretty, man. What am I saying? Pretty? That's an insult. It's a handsome fish. Come on, buddy. We got ourselves a bull. A young bull. And you can see the power he's trying to get away with. That's the drag he's trying to pull. Come on. Come on. You're done, man. You're done. The quicker you get over here, the quicker I can get you back. You don't want to get in that net. You know what? I won't put you in the net then. How about that? Come here. Don't freaking dig and tear my hands up now. Perfect. Yeah, definitely a young bull. You can hear him grunting or drumming. Grunting is what croakers do. This guy's got a dang bass drum in there, some percussion. Come on, give me that hook back. Hoagie swimming jack. Redfish broke here somewhere. And he honestly might be a young bull. Oh my gosh, if he's under 28, this is a tournament redfish for sure. Let's see. Are you gonna be one of those heartbreakers for the tournaments? Oh wow, no, I'm way off. Tournament fish need to be like right here, like in between these two lines. Still a freaking stud. Let's catch his weight real quick. Let's see. Okay, no. He's no tournament winner. 38 or 3.8, 3.9 pounds. Beautiful fish, all the same. And a stud, a young bull. I'm still calling you a young bull. Beautiful fish right there. You go grow up now. Let's go catch some more.
As expected, the Reds were in the back lake. Although that guy was no tournament winner, it was still a fun fight and an excellent fish. After releasing him, we continued fishing on for several more minutes when we finally got a bite. Sadly, music was playing, so there's no audio, but here's what I had to say after the fact.
I just want to point out how corny that little thing was. I had music going. I wanted to, like, I guess emote on how I'm disappointed. I lost a fish, dude. He hit it and I felt the tension go away. He was coming at me, but I never got the chance to set the hook. These redfish are out here, y'all. I think I pinpointed this area as their stomping grounds, so we'll get on them. Hey, you mark my words, we'll get on them.
We'll get on them. At the time, I confidently believed that, but after another hour and a half of fishing with no success, I needed a break.
Well, I guess I'll give y'all a quick on the water update. Been drifting the back lake after, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. Not much luck. We had that one real nice fish, and I gotta pee real bad. My plan was to fish this back lake until my pops got back from that back lake. It's not a back lake, it's like backwaters is what I would consider it. But he's been back there for a while, so I think what I'm gonna do is I gotta take a leak. I'm gonna come right here, relieve myself real quick, and then probably call him, see if he's having any luck back there, follow his footsteps or trolling motor steps, whatever you want to call it. See if we can not finish out our limit for the day. But man, I'm just so happy. I know this is gonna be a great video. It's been such an awesome day out here. So regardless, I'm gonna get that camera, get some B-roll, and I've been thinking of a sweet recipe that we can cook up at home to do another catch and cook. I don't always like doing them, but I have an idea for a real good recipe that I want to share with y'all, so we will do that after I do this.
After relieving myself, I was headed off to meet up with my pops yet again. This time though, I made my way slowly while casting. Just as I was getting ready to turn up the speed, we found this.
Yes, there we go. Oh yeah, solid fish. Might be the perfect keeper size. Not fighting nearly as hard as those other ones. Let's stop this motor. Oh. Oh. Crazy. That's so unfortunate. Oh well, hey. I wasn't planning on keeping nothing. I was thinking, literally counting my eggs before they hatched, like in my head. Maybe if he's small enough, we could fit him in the bag.
Another tough break for me. After losing what could have been my third redfish for the day, I kicked the kayak into high gear and met up with my dad to use his camera for some solid B-roll. With the sun making its way up in the sky, I figured we had had our fun for the day, but as we were making our way out of the marsh, we decided to stop back at the trout hole to make a couple casts.
I can't determine if I want to fish or be in B-roll mode, but I feel like in order to get good B-roll, you need to have the rod away and the camera out. Really want to do a good job for this video for you guys. Not sure all what I captured, but the GoPro is starting to heat up real hot. It's that time of year where the sun is just beating down, and about this time of day, getting towards noon, the GoPros have had enough and they'll just stop recording, start getting all buggy on you. Freaking sick day of fishing though. Nice trout, a couple of nice redfish. Almost got our limit, almost. I'm gonna give this maybe 1 or 2 more casts, and then I'm gonna just switch completely over to B-roll mode and make sure I get some good shots to... Oh my lord. Yeah, that's definitely the last cast. Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful speck. Y'all, hey buddy, take it easy. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. Freak me up, dude. That's another keeper. Oh my gosh, y'all. Beautiful 15-incher, look at that. Young fish, barely ever been caught. Perfect fins. I'm glad we didn't net this one. Let's get them back. We don't even really need to. Shoot, I got a video already. I just wanted to go just to go for the love of the game. Right there off the hoagies.
Last cast. As a fisherman, I think this is one of the lies we all tell ourselves. With the sun beating us and the cameras down, it was time to head out. But as we passed by the oyster, it was like it was calling my hoagie's name. To deny my lure the opportunity to swim along the shell would have been sacrilege. So we stopped to make a few more casts when something big hit my line.
Yeah, that's a fish. Yeah. It's a trout. Gotta be a good one. His head shaking like crazy. All right, I'm gonna let him tucker himself out down there. I don't want to lose it at the top. That's gotta be a redfish. Man, that's gotta be a redfish. Dang, he's head shaking like a dang trout would. Clear yourself out, buddy. Just get the net ready. This has gotta be a nice trout. I mean, he was going with that current and it's zipping, so. He is head shaking just like a trout would. I think this is a really nice, a decent trout working with the current. It's a red. It would just be too tough.
You'd be halfway. Oh man, that is a big one.
Think?
Yeah, it's 23 something.
Somebody got his fins. Sea lice got his fins. Alright, y'all, well, we're quickly gonna do some parasite surgery on this guy. So if y'all noticed in today's video, I haven't really been using my net a ton. You can see right there, his fin's a little tore up. And that's from their fins getting split by the net. And it opens them up to getting hit by these parasites. And I swear I saw a sea lice on this guy. I was gonna try and get that sea lice off of you, but it looks like he's gone away on his own. We're done keeping fish for the day. So I'm gonna let that guy go. Beautiful keeper red. Yeah, that sea lice isn't on there. All right, well, good riddance, buddy. Good riddance. Right here at the end of the bayou too.
As bad as I wanted that drag puller to be a trout, it simply wasn't meant to be. And we instead got our second red for the day. A beautiful fish and a great way to end our trip. After heading home, cleaning up our catch, and busting it down in the kitchen, we treated ourselves to a fresh and delicious meal. If you guys would like to see more of the cooking side of things, be sure to keep an eye out for my second channel, RGC2, where I will be posting everything that goes on behind the scenes, like cooking, day in the life content, and everything else that I find interesting. Although I wanted to save the food for the second channel, this dish was so tasty that I have to share this quick message before signing off. So I was planning on doing a voiceover for this part, but honestly, this is probably the best catch and cook I've done here on the channel so far. It's got raving reviews all around the table. Yeah, all around. There's not that many people.
It does.
It is really good, and this guy is the world's biggest critic right here. If you've watched his catch and cooks, he's always hard on himself too, but he honestly said it was really, well, you can talk.
Yeah. It doesn't look like much, y'all, but trust me when I say that everything complements each other. Hollandaise pairs pretty well with fish and mashed potatoes. It's a texture that I wouldn't think that would go well with this, but somehow it just magically works all in one piece. I mean, this is really good.
Yeah, so that was my biggest fear, was the mashed potatoes. I was like, I don't know if that goes great with fish, but everything, all the textures, the fresh fish, dispatched properly, humanely, and it makes the meat taste better. We got the really crispy roasted asparagus there, mashed potatoes, the hollandaise sauce. Arguably the hardest part of this dish is the hollandaise sauce, especially if you're in a one-man show with no blender, holding the mixture, drizzling the butter all at the same time. You guys will see in the video it was a little bit of a struggle. I had to come on camera and just say right now while I'm eating this, it's so good. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna finish this on the voiceover because I wanna get back to eating, but thank y'all. Thank you indeed. And if you guys stuck around to this point in the video, let's make it a big thank you. Before we go, I'd like to ask anyone who's new around here to please hit that subscribe button. It helps a ton, as well as reminding y'all to look out for RGC2. As I'm typing this message, we have already begun working hard on a couple of our projects over there. As soon as they're ready, I'll launch the channel and make an announcement here. Thanks again, and as always, I'll leave you with this quote. Chaos, leave me never. Keep me wild and keep me free, so that my brokenness will be the only beauty the world will see. Robert M. Drake. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace.